NASA's Europa Clipper will explore an icy moon of Jupiter to see if there are conditions that could support life. Let's head into the spacecraft assembly facility behind me to see how the mission is coming together. I'm Raquel Villanueva, here today with Jordan Evans and Trina Ray. Before we can head inside, there is one more step we need to take.
We have to gown up. We have to protect the spacecraft from us, all the particles that might fall off of us. So to cover our hair, we have to not wear makeup, no perfume. The Europa Clipper mission is a spacecraft that we're sending out to the Jupiter system. It's going to orbit Jupiter, but fly by the moon Europa. And it's a moon that is, we think, has an ocean underneath. And we want to investigate that.
We'll be in this room until we ship to the Kennedy Space Center for our launch campaign in the late spring of next year, 2024. During that time, it'll make a couple of trips out of this building for testing.
We have so many questions about Europa. We have an icy crust with an ocean underneath, and the water that's in that ocean has been sort of, churning and stewing for like 4 billion years. And so we've got a lot of questions to try to answer about the interior or about the geology or about the composition.
To answer those scientific questions, obviously we have to get to Europa first. So one of the key elements of the spacecraft design is being able to bolt the spacecraft onto the rocket. That'll give us the energy we need to get to Jupiter. And then once we're at Jupiter, being able to generate electric power and accommodate our very large solar panels and our very large high gain antenna to send that science data back to Earth. And all of that has to be done with materials that are safe for the immense radiation environment at Europa.
Jordan, what are we looking at here?
Starting at the far end, that's the interface to the launch vehicle. That's where we bolt Europa Clipper